So there's been a video I've been wanting to make for a while now, but just haven't got around to it, so I apologise for that. But I have a question for all the guys on the channel. Are some of the Nightfalls too easy? Now, I'm going to preempt this by saying that this week's was obviously Tannis. Obviously, it's a little bit harder. That PFG he's got on top of the tank obviously really does some damage. But I'm not talking about this week's per much. I'm talking about previous Nightfalls. Now, I'm going to go through and explain. A Nightfall to me is something that tests you, that's tough, it's hard, it's something that, that you're supposed to be the level cap or on the level cap to pull off. It's an elite award for doing it, sort of thing. That's my idea of a Nightfall. These Nightfalls where you just run through, you shoot everything, you're done in 5 minutes, or in this case I think it was 10 minutes, and you're out. It's too easy considering the fact that we're getting exotic drops. Now at the end of this Nightfall I actually went through and actually got Thunderlord yet again, which is great because I don't have second or third one of those, so I gave it to my second or third character. But And look, obviously this is one of the older Nightfalls. They did try and do it up to make it tougher. They went through and made it level 32, so they've obviously added a few extra ultras, and they've obviously put an extra bit of life into the boss and made it a little bit harder. But still, this Nightfall took us just over 10 minutes to do, and we smashed 3 of them out in half an hour. I remember the Nightfalls used to take the team. It used to take us an hour and a half. We used to joke and say, obviously, hey, we got a Nightfall to do, but hey, we've only got an hour, so let's not try it because we're not going to get it done. Now it's a case of we've got 10 minutes. What can we do? Well, let's do the Nightfall. Now, obviously, like I say, some of them are harder than others. Obviously, this week's before was obviously insanely easy. Tannis, still, while it's tough, it's not balls or steel sort of tough. It's you can still fairly easily go through and like there were situations where we were dropping Tannis's health down to a smidgen of health before we even got him into the corridor. So my question to you guys is this: are the Nightfalls too easy? Meaning, is there any challenge left in the Nightfalls? Now, obviously these Nightfalls, like I said, they tried to make it a little bit tougher. They've added more bosses. They've added extra little bit of health by looks, blah, blah, blah. But especially when you get solar burn on a Nightfall, you can just basically go in there and icebreaker and galley at everything with Vision of Confluence, and nothing will last more than 5 seconds flat. Like even the bosses, you can drop him with 20 rockets, three team or 3 people team, and 7 rockets each, and you can drop him in 21 shots. So what do you guys think? Do you think these Nightfalls are too easy? Do you think that Bungie has underestimated their player base? Obviously they're trying to make it harder because obviously we're all level higher now than, or 2 or 3 or 4 levels higher now than what we used to be. So obviously they've got to try and keep making the Nightfalls harder, but do you think that they're ultimately failing when it comes to doing that? Like you can sort of see here in this Nightfall that we're going through, I'm not really having any problems at all, to be honest. In fact, we're stuffing around by dancing on top of a post. Deliberately running into the witch's smoke to grab the ammo pack just because it's there. And it's not just us either. A lot of the other teams have said the exact same thing, that they're finding the Nightfalls are way too easy. That the stuff that they're dropping, there's just no real reward for it because it's just a case of run in, past everything, shoot everything, and run out, and you're done in 5 or 10 minutes flat. So What do you guys think? Do you think they should try and make the Nightfalls a little tougher? Do you think that the Nightfalls are flawed because of the fact that they're going through and they're trying to make level 30 Nightfalls level 34 and they're just not doing a good enough job? Some of them are fine. Tanis is great. It's a little bit tough. Not that much tough, but still it's a little bit of a challenge, I suppose, compared to these ones. But unfortunately, the only one that I can really think of that is any sort of challenge is Tanis. And that's because it came out with House of Wolves. So, and this is going to be a situation that we're going to have a lot of when we get to Destiny, obviously when we get the Taken King and then any expansions beyond that, like at the end of the day, we're going to be running around with level 34, 35, 36 characters and it's going to be a case of, well, the only way they can make the Nightfalls harder is by adding a few bosses and health, and if that's all they're doing to these Nightfalls, it's not really doing anything. So, by the time we get to level 36 or 38, we're going to be running around smashing them out in 5 minutes or less and getting all these Nightfalls done in really super duper easy. And then I'm not complaining because look, obviously there's a lot for us to do in Destiny. The sheer weight of all the stuff that we have to do every week, it is absolutely insane. You've got 3 Nightfalls for 3 characters. You've got 3 32s, 3 34s, 3 35s. You got all the weekly heroic strikes, or 3 of those you're trying to get done. You got Iron Banner was out last week, plus Trial of Osiris on the weekend. I'm not complaining, saying that the Nightfalls are easy. I'm just saying, I'm wondering what you guys are thinking, because a lot of our team is just sitting there just saying, well, it's an easy shard. Well, unless you haven't got what you already got, and then obviously you can keep it, but we've pretty much got everything anyway. But it's an easy shard for us. It's something that we can just dismantle at the end of it, and maybe that's why the Nightfalls are that easy. Maybe that's why they haven't got the really good new exotics in the Nightfalls. I haven't seen those drop much. Especially with our max guns are all running around with, like Vision of Confluence I'm firing here is all 365. My Fatebringers are 365. Found Verdict's 365. Galahorn's 365. I just think that they're underestimating the abilities of some of the Guardians out there. And look, obviously, we might be just having no problems breezing through this. I don't know, maybe it's just us, but I'm definitely interested in what you guys think. Do you think that these are too easy? Do you think that we should that they should make them tougher? Maybe do they make them tougher and put different rewards in there? Speaking of rewards, can we please get rid of the strange coins as a reward? Can't believe I've got it yet again this week. I just did the second Nightfall and got 9 strange coins. Yay. Thanks, Bungie. So, like I say, does maybe if they make them tougher and put better rewards in, maybe some of the new exotics drop, or maybe an instant upgrade or 2 upgrades or something for a gun as a reward instead of going through and just giving us the same thing that we've got over and over and over. Like you can see here that Pogos, he's almost down already. And I just spent 5 minutes back there waiting to reload there, he's gone. He's done. That's it. Nightfall's done. 9 minutes, 17 seconds, boys and girls. And that was with us dancing on a post. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Look, you tell me what you think. Do you think they're too easy? Some of them are too easy, some of them not. What do you recommend Bungie does about it? I want you guys, leave a comment section. Let me know what you think in the comments. I want to have a great big discussion about this, guys, because to be honest, it's 9 minutes for a Nightfall. It really is getting insanely easy on some of them. Even Tanis, that we just did it, was still about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So look, guys, let us know what you think in the comment section below. Yeah, we'll have a discussion about it. Have a great night, guys. Enjoy.